Hello, good day. For today's lesson is about solving rational inequalities. In solving for rational inequalities, we have to follow steps. And the first step is put the rational inequality in the general form where greater than symbol can be replaced by these three symbols, which are less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to in this form. Okay, the second one is write the inequality into a single rational expression on the left hand side. Then set the numerator and denominator equal to 0 and solve. The values you get are called critical values. Plot the vertical values on the number line, then breaking the number line into intervals. Substitute the critical values to the inequality to determine if the endpoints of the interval in the solution should be included or not. Select test value in each interval and substitute those values in the inequality. Take note that if the test value makes the inequality true, then the entire interval is a solution to the inequality. And if the test value makes the inequality false, then the entire interval is not a solution to the inequality. And lastly, use the interval notation to write the final answer. Okay, these are the steps in solving for rational inequalities. Now, we try to use this step in solving the first problem. Okay. So, our first problem is 3 over x minus 2 less than or equal to negative 1. So the first step is to rewrite this into general form. So we will copy 3 over x minus 2. Then we will transpose this one to the left hand side. From negative, that will become positive 1 less than or equal to 0. Then we will add this 3 over x minus 2 by 1, but we cannot do that because they have different denominator. So we will try to find the LCD, the least common denominator. So for that, our least common denominator is x minus 2. Okay. X minus 2 divided by x minus 2, that is 1. Okay. So we will multiply 1 by 3. Then copy the sign. Then we all know that in every whole number there is an imaginary denominator of 1. So we will divide that one with the LCD. So x minus 2 divided by 1, that is x. So we'll copy this one, then this one. The quotient of dividing x minus 2 by the denominator of 1. So that is x minus 2 less than or equals to 0. Then after that, we will simplify 3 times 1, that is 3. Then 1 times x, that is positive x. Then 1 times negative 2, that is negative 2. Then copy the denominator, x minus 2 less than or equals to 0. Then after that, we will combine like terms. So for x, we have only x variable there, so we will just copy that one. Then positive x and negative 2, that is positive 1 all over the LCD, minus 2 less than or equals to 0. Then after that, we will equate the numerator and denominator to 0. Okay, let's start with the numerator. Numerator is x plus 1 equals to 0. So we'll find the value of x. So this is equals to negative 1 because we transposed 1 to the other side, or right hand side of our equation, that will become negative. So this is the value of our numerator variable, which is x equals to negative 1. For the denominator, we have x minus 2 equals to 0. So that will become x equals to 2. So this is the two values of our x now. Negative 1 and x equals to positive 2. Okay. After knowing the values of x in the problem, we will try to use this one in our inequality if these numbers are really part of the solution of the problem. Okay. So we will try to use this one as the value of x. Okay, let's say from there we have x negative 1. So if x is equals to negative 1, by substitution with this, with that, so this is negative 1, then plus 1 over negative 1, negative 2, less than or equals to 0. Then simplify negative 1 plus positive 2, that is 0. Then negative 1 and negative 2, that is negative 3, less than or equals to 0. When you divide 0 by any number, that is, the answer is always 0. So for this, we have 0 divided by negative 3, that is 0. So, okay, from this result, 0 is less than or equals to 0, which means that this value of x equals to negative 1 resulting to 0 less than or equal to 0 is true. So we will put there close circle or close point. Remember that when the value of x is true, we will always use a close circle. But when the value of x resulting to false, you will use a circle or point, an open point or open circle. Okay. How about this one? X equals to 2. Okay. So by substitution, use the same inequality. The value of x is 2 plus 1 divided by 2 minus 2 less than or equals to 0. By simplification, 2 plus 1, that is 3. Then 2, positive 2 and negative 2, that is 0. Less than or equal to. So any number which will be divided by 0, the answer is undefined. So for this is undefined. So less than equals to 0. So remember, this is not true. This is false. So when the value of x is 2, the answer is undefined. It will result to false. So I mean to say that 2 is not included in the solution. So we will only put an open circle. So as you can see, the first one is closed circle and the second one is open circle. When the point or the circle that we use in the number line is closed, which means that that number is included in the solution. Whereas if it is open, then that number is not included in the solution. Okay. So next step is to determine each interval of this number line. So as you can see, we have 3 intervals. This is the first, second, and third. Okay, we will try to test each interval if they will result to a true result, meaning we will test those numbers in each interval if it is if the answer is true, or if that number can be used as the value of x. Okay, so let's try to the same inequality. We will use this one, no? Then we will try to find this area. So this area stands for x less than -1. So we will test the value of x which is less than 1 from here up to there, up to infinity. Okay, we will try to use the value of x equals to -4. What will happen? Okay, by substitution, let's say value of our x there is -4. So -4 plus 1 over -4 minus 2 less than or equals to 0. Okay, so by simplification, we have -4 and +1, that is -3, all over -4 and -2, that is -6, less than or equals 2. Then after, we will simplify this one, reduce to lowest term. So this is equals to +1/2, less than or equals to. Okay, let's try to analyze. Is 1/2 is less than or equals to 0? This is false, because 1/2 is greater than 0. So I mean to say, this part from this point up to infinity, negative infinity, is not a solution. Not a solution. Okay, how about this one, where x is between -1 and +2? Okay, we will try. We will choose, let's say, 1. X is equals to 1. Okay, by substitution, using this again, that is 1. X is 1 plus 1 all over x, which is 1 minus 2 less than or equals to 0. By simplification, we have 2, this one, -1 less than or equals to 0. So by simplification, this is equals to -2 less than 0. Is -2 less than or equals to 0? Yes, it's less than. -2 is less than -0. -2 is less than 0. So this is true. So I mean to say, this is a solution, no? A solution. This is a solution. Okay, how about this one, where x is greater than 2? So you have to consider from this point up to positive infinity. Okay, let's try to use 3. X equals to 3. Okay, so the same inequality problem. So we'll try to substitute. X is 3 plus 1 over 3 minus 2 less than or equals to 0. Okay, so by simplification, we have 3 plus 1, that is 4. Then 3 and -2, that is 1, +1, less than or equals to 0. by simplification for this is, that is 4. 4 is less than or equals to 0. Is this true? This is false because 4 is greater than 0. Okay, not a solution. Okay, so only the middle interval is a solution to our inequalities. So any number here from -1 up to before any number between -1 and 2 is a solution to the inequality problem. So to write for the interval notation for this, we have -1, so -1 bracket, then comma 2. This is the interval notation. Okay, so why I use bracket here, not parenthesis, just like 2? It's because in this case -1 is included in the solution. That's why I use bracket. Whereas in 2 I use close parenthesis because 2 is not included in the solution. Okay, so I hope you understand with the first problem. Okay, next one. The second problem is 3x plus 1 over x minus 2 greater than or equals to 2. So the same procedure, we will rewrite this one to general form. 3x plus 1 over x minus 1 minus 2 greater than 0. Okay, so in this case there are two terms, no? Expression, expression. So we have to find the LCD here. The LCD is x minus 1. Then we divide this with the denominator of the given. So x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, that is 1. So we will multiply 3x plus 1 by the quotient of this denominator of the denominator and LCD, which is 1. Then next, so as I said that any whole number, there is an imaginary denominator. So we will divide this one by 1. So the answer is x minus 1 close parenthesis, then copy this one to, then greater than or equals to 0. Okay, after that we will simplify. So 1 times 3x, that is 3x. 1 times 1, that is positive 1. Then negative 2 times x, that is negative 2x. Then negative 2 times negative 1, that is positive 2 all over x minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. Then after, we will combine all like terms. So for this we have 3x and negative 2x, so the remaining is x. Then 1 and positive 2, that is positive 3 all over x minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. Next is we will equate the numerator and denominator with 0. So first, the numerator x plus 3 equals to 0, then your x is equals to negative 3. So this is the first value of x. Then second is the denominator, which is x minus 1 equals to 0. Then we will find the value of x, that is x equals to 1. Equals to 1. Okay. So we have two values of x now. The first one is x equals to negative 3 and x equals to positive 1. Okay, we will use this one, we will plot this one in the number line. But before that, we are going to substitute this one first in our inequalities to find out if that number is included in the solution. Okay, so first we have x equals to negative 3. So this is the result, no? The value of x, our numerator, and the denominator. So we will try to use this one as the value of x in our result. So x is negative 3 plus 3 all over negative 3 minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. So negative 3 plus 3, that is 0, over negative 3 and negative 1, that is negative 4. Greater than or equals to 0. So this is 0, negative or equals to okay. Is 0 greater than or equals to 0? Yes, it's true. True. So we will write there close parenthesis. How about x equals to 1? X equals to 1. So by substitution, we have 1 plus 3 over 1 minus 1 greater than equals to 0. So 1 plus 3, that is 4. 1 minus 1, that is 0. So equals to 0, greater than equals to 0. Then 4 divided by 0, that is undefined. So undefined is equals to 0. This is false. False. Okay, so we will put there open circle or open point, because this value of x, which is negative 3, is included in the solution, whereas 1 is not included in the solution. That's why I put there open circle. Okay, so we'll now check its interval. Okay, we have 3 interval again. Now the first and the second and third interval. Okay, so we will now try to find if the value of the first interval is a solution to the problem. Okay, this is our first interval where x is less than negative 3. So I use this negative 3 because this is this point. Negative because we will test the value of x from this point up to negative infinity. Okay, let's say 5, negative 5. X equals to negative 5. Okay, by substitution, we have this one, that is negative 5 plus 3 all over negative 5 and negative 1 greater than or equals to 0. By simplification, negative 5 and positive 3, that is negative 2 over negative 5 and negative 1, that is negative 6 greater than or equals to 0. By we have, okay, 2 divided by 6, negative 2 divided by negative 6, that is positive 1/3 greater than or equals to 0. Okay, excuse me. Okay, this is now our result. Is 1/3 greater than or equals to 0? Yes, this is true. This is true. Okay, this is true. So let me check this one, because in our previous slide that is included in the solution, so I forgot to change this one. So this is closed circle. Okay, so mean to say that this portion up to negative infinity is solution to the inequality problem. Okay, how about the secant interval, the center, where x is between negative 3 and 1. We will try to use, let's say, 1, negative 1. Let's say the value of our x is equals to negative 1. Okay, by substitution, we have negative 1 plus 3 over negative 1 minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. Negative 1 plus 3, that is positive 2. The negative 1 and negative 1, that is negative 2. Less greater than or equals to 0. The answer is negative 1 greater than or equals to 0. So our result tells us that negative 1 is greater than or equals to 0. Is that true or false? That is false, because 1 is less than 0. Okay, how about the third interval? So in the third interval, this is x is greater than 1. So meaning from this point up to positive infinity. So let's say the value of our x is, let's say, 3. So by substitution, x is 3, then plus 3 over 3 minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. Okay, by simplification, 3 plus 3, 6. Then 3 minus 1, that is 2, greater than or equals to 0. By simplification, this is equals to 3, greater than or equals to 0. Is 3 greater than or equals to 0? This is true. Okay, meaning to say this is a solution. This one is not a solution. Okay, so after that, after knowing the interval which is part of the solution, we have to write our interval notation now. Interval notation. Okay, our interval notation, this one is closed circle, so we will use bracket, then the corresponding point, negative 3, comma, then this one, 1, then parenthesis, because it is open circle. So this is how to solve the secant problem, which is 3x plus 1 over x minus 2 greater than or equals to 2. Okay, so if you have question for this, just keep it, then after the video will be finished, then you can write a comment below. Okay, the last example is x over x minus 2 less than 3 minus 2 over x minus 2. Okay, same, no? You have to convert that one to general form. Okay, we will rewrite that one x over x minus 2, then minus 3, then plus 2 over x minus 2 less than 3. Okay, so after that we will find the LCD, the least common denominator. Our least common denominator for this is x minus 2. So x minus 2 divided by x minus 2, that is 1. So that is 1 times x. Then this one, as I said, there is an imaginary denominator for every whole number. So x minus 2 divided by 1, that is 1. So my negative 3 times x minus 2, then plus this one, karena siya, then you will x minus 2 divided by x minus 2, that is 1, then times 2 times 1. Okay, less than 3, less than 0, sorry, this is not 3, this is not 3. This is not 3. Okay, that is 0 0 0. Okay, after that we will simplify. 1 times x, that is x, minus 3 times x, that is negative 3x, negative 3 times negative 2, that is positive 6, then 2 times 1, that is positive 2, all over x minus 1 minus 2 less than 0. So after that one, you combine all like terms. Okay, so we have x minus 3x, that is negative 2x, then this one, that is positive 8. So over x minus 2 less than 0. So next is we will equate the numerator and denominator with 0. So negative 2x plus 8 equals to 0. So negative 2x equals to negative 8. Then we will divide both sides by negative 2, negative 2. The result is x, then 4. Okay, this is the first value of the numerator. The second one is x minus 2, which is equal to 0, then x is equals to positive 2. So these are the two values of x equals to 4 and x equals to 2. Okay, so next is we will test that value if those values of x are included in the solution. Okay, so we will use this one, negative at x equals to 4, then by substitution we have negative 2 times 4 plus 8 all over 4 minus 2 less than 0. Okay, by simplification we have negative 2 times 4, that is negative 8, plus 8 all over 2 less than 0. Negative 8 and positive 8, that is 0 over 2 less than 0. Then 0 divided by 2, that is 0. is 0 less than 0? This is false. False. So meaning to say, the value of 4 is not included in the solution. So we will write, no. We will write there open parentheses. So next is 2. 2, when x is equals to 2, by substitution we have negative 2 times 2 plus 8 all over 2 minus 2 less than 0. By simplification we have negative 4 plus 8, 0, then equals to 0. So negative 4 and positive 8, that is 4, positive 4 over 0 is than 0. So 4 and 4 divided by 0, 0, that is undefined. So this is also false. That's why we have to open circle in the number or the value of our x. So since they are not included in the solution, we will try to find out what are those numbers which are part of the solution. So we will determine how many intervals are there. Okay, there are 3 again. The first one is that, second and third. Okay, we will determine there what are the values of x that can be used as the value of x in the inequality problem as part of the solution. Okay, so here in the first interval, our x is less than 2. Okay, from this point up to negative infinity, from positive 2 to negative infinity. So we will try to use 0. X equals to 0. From this inequality, 2x plus 8 over x minus 2 less than 0, negative 2, then the value of x is 0, plus 8 all over 0, negative 2 less than 0. So negative 2 times 0, that is 0 plus 8 over 0 minus 2, that is negative 2 less than 0. So let us check. Negative 2 times 0, that is 0 plus 8. Okay, 0 minus 2, that is negative 2. So by simplification, we have 8 and negative 2 less than 0. Then 8 divided by negative 2, that is negative 4 less than 0. Okay, is negative 4 less than 0? This is true. Negative 4 is less than 0. So this first interval is solution to a problem. So any number here from 2 to negative infinity can be used as the value of x from the given inequality. Now the second interval. The second interval is our x is between 2 and 4. So we will try to use 3. Now x equals to 3. Okay, by substitution we have 2 times 3 plus 8 all over 3 minus 2 less than 0. Okay, then simplify. Negative 2 times 3, that is negative 6 plus 8 all over 3 minus 2, that is 1 less than 0. So negative 6 plus 8, that is 2 over 1 or 2. Okay, less than 0 to okay. Is 2 less than 0? This is false. So I mean to say this is not a solution to the problem. Okay, last interval, this part. So our x here is greater than 4. Let's try to check if this interval are a solution to the problem. Okay, let's try to use 6. X equal to 6. By substitution, we have negative 2 times 6 plus 8 over 6 minus 2 less than 0. By simplification, negative 2 times 6, that is negative 12 plus 8 all over 6 minus 2, that is 4, positive 4 less than 0. Negative 12 minus plus 8, that is negative 4 over 4 less than 0. This is negative 1 less than 0. Okay, is negative 1 less than 0? Yes, it's true. Okay, so I mean to say this interval from 4 to positive infinity are also part of the solution of the given inequality. This is its solution. Okay, and the last part is to write the interval notation. Interval notation. So in that case, since both points are not included, we will use parentheses for both points. So we have 2, 4 parentheses. Okay, so that's all the process on how to solve for an inequality. So I hope this video would help you in solving your mathematics problem in your modules nowadays. And thank you for viewing my video, and hope and expect that you would also view or see my next video regarding next topic after the inequality in your curriculum. For now, I will say thank you and God bless. Once again, good day.